Hey everyone, Andrew from Sector 80 here. Today I'm going to show you how I use my hover tanks to take out giant thoriums. There's two different layouts I'm going to show you how to do. This is the first one. It's a ring layout. The second one is more of like a rectangle, and I'll show you how to do both here. But basically what you want to do is you want to come up and you want to target walls here. So it's going to keep your hover tanks away from the defenses, and you can basically just kind of walk around the base and take out most all of the defenses. Now you want to be careful that these plasma turrets don't start flashing to hit you, because they will do quite a bit of damage to your hover tanks. But so you basically just work your way around. And every once in a while there will be a laser tank or a hover tank or maybe a behemoth or something that you can't get down just by hitting walls. That's quite alright. It's really nothing to be concerned with. I'll show you what we do here on the back side once we come through to take those guys out without taking any damage, really. You're going to take some damage from the shock turrets and the snipers, but that's basically it. Really shouldn't be too big of a deal. I was hoping to get that. There we go. Got that hover tank down. Now I'd like to get this gladiator down here. There we go. So as you can see, we just work our way around. Still really haven't taken any damage. I mean, there's a little damage from the snipers, but you know, it's nothing that instant repair can't fix. You know, the big thing is just stay away from the E-Glad, stay away from the lasers, stay away from the plasmas. Work your way around. I hit the D key once I stop. I hit the D key. That way, even if a sniper does hit me, my tanks aren't going to start moving in on their own. That's where you take a lot of damage. Is if your tanks start moving in, hover tanks start moving in on their own. They're going to, you know, the E-Glads are going to rip you up. The hovers are going to rip you up. The shock troopers are going to freeze you, and you're basically toast. So it's real important. Make sure that you're hitting the D key once you're attacking. That way things don't turn around and hit you. It's nice to use this because, like I said, I can do one for usually less than 4 minutes of repair. This is my Tiger platoon, so I'll show you that here in a second once it goes back to my base how much damage I took. It's really usually not a lot. Most of the time it's like 4 minutes or less. Alright, so we're going to get this E-Glad down right here. And now for the most part, we've got everything down except for there's an E-Glad back here and a laser tank. So what I typically do is I just start working my way on these turrets here. And start taking down the watchtowers. I'll move on to this turret. The other thing you want to be careful with is if these guys start firing on you, you always want to hit the S key. S key means stand your ground. You're going to fire. You're going to shoot down their missiles that they fire at you, and then you're going to keep firing at it. So as you can see, I now have all the defenses down. So it's pretty much, you just turn and shoot everything down, and you're done. So this one's open. Let's go back and see how much damage is on our Tiger platoon here. I've got another platoon sitting at a giant thorium. Scouted one out. It looked like somebody started it, but they didn't hardly do much. So I can show you what it all entails. Okay, so if we look at our Tiger platoon, 4 minutes 57 seconds total. Just a couple of our tanks. So that's really not that bad. Really not bad at all. So let's go show you the square layout now, or the rectangle, if you will. So here's this layout. Like I said, somebody did a little bit of damage. Looks like they shot a missile or something over there. But I'm going to show you how I take it with my hover tanks. You'll still get the main idea of this. So same exact thing. We're letting our Hellfire missiles do all the work for us. So we target a wall over here, and we take down defenses. We target a wall, we take down defenses. Rinse and repeat. You want to get the majority of the defenses down, of course, before you start moving in to really take out any of the watchtowers or turrets on the inside. But it really shouldn't be too hard. I think I can get this E-Glad from outside. I want to say that I can. Yeah, there we go. And just keep working our way around, being mindful of any plasmas that we might get in range of. Sometimes you get in range of the plasmas, they're going to start firing at you. But you got a couple seconds while they're flashing before you can get out. So, you know, typically you can get them down without them flashing at all. I don't really like that. I usually have two walls in between an E-Glad and where I like to shoot. So I'm going to take a different approach to take him down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to target this right here. I'm going to take down these watchtowers, and then from the back side I'm going to target this turret here, and he's going to do splash and take out those guys. This turret you can kind of just target here. Nothing's going to fire at you. You can take him down. Hopefully you guys saw that. You know, you got to work your angles. Just make sure that you're not getting too close to those E-Glads. They do have about, I think, 20 more range than your hover tanks do. But this side's basically mirrored of the other side, so it's pretty much the exact same setup that we're taking out here. Really isn't too bad here. Let's head up here to the north. Keep working our way around. You know, the main thing is just don't get impatient. You know, don't think, oh, well, I've got a corner of this done, so I can just start taking these out. You know, if you want to do it for the instant repair damage, and you want to be consistent with it, just follow the routine. If you just keep following it, you're basically guaranteed to not take the damage, and you're going to be good to go. So, just a little bit more over here on. Oop, see that plasma's flashing at me now, so you want to make sure you get out of range before it actually fires. I'm going to see if I can't go ahead and just take that down here. Go. There's still an E-Glad down here, I think. So I'm just gonna hit these walls down here. Make sure I take out anything that might be kind of hiding down here. Okay. But so for the most part, we've got all these defenses down. So now it's just coming in, targeting turrets. If these missiles start firing at us, always make sure that we hit the S key to stop. But it doesn't look like they're going to. So I should be able to knock those things off, and there you have it. So that was that's the Brawler platoon. Let's go see how much damage I have on that one now. It's going to take me 1:10, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause, and once it gets back to my base, and we're back, folks, and here you'll see that Brawler platoon coming back here from hitting that giant Thorium. And let's take a look and see how much repairs he has. Brawler's 3 minutes and 8 seconds for the whole platoon. So as you can see, pretty standard, pretty easy to take out both layouts. Just simply work your way around the outside. Make sure that you're not going to run in on anything that might hit you. Your splash is going to do a ton of damage, and you're going to be good to go. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like the video if it helps you. Maybe subscribe. Plenty more videos coming, and just leave any questions you might have in the comments. More than happy to help. A couple of people have asked me my layout. I'm upgrading my workshop right now, but I'll at least show you here. For the most part, all of them are. They have the burst fire. I have increased splash, which I hear actually doesn't help the Hellfire missiles, so I might need to change that. But I have the increased rate of fire and turret turn speed. I have reduced damage from energy weapons. I have the Hellfire missile. I have an engine on there. And then I have reduced damage from energy weapons. And that's basically my standard layout for everything. Some of them have, instead of the splash, I have cold effect, which is really nice. But I'm kind of experimenting with some different layouts, but that's what I use. So thanks again, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.